So that was the music, like I told you. That was Tom Grassi's music.
Oh, that's so
Or
cool.
his music person, yes. We appreciate Daniel. That's Daniel's music. We have to kind of give him a shout out every time. So that's ran by Daniel Clintworth. He has a YouTube channel, and I will make sure to put his YouTube in the bio. So if you guys want to follow him, please do. Sorry, I messed up my mic when we were recording the intro.
No worries.
Hi, you guys are watching the Mac and Cheese podcast. I'm your host, Mary, and Karina will be the guest this afternoon. And I know Karina told me she's the first, she's a newcomer on the podcast, so please treat her with respect, guys. I know you guys do this with Ryan, and we appreciate it, but please treat her with respect. If you guys want to follow her on Twitter, please do. Her account information will be in the bio. And if you guys follow her, you will not regret it at all. And I will say this myself. And you try to follow people back, is that right?
Mm-hmm. I always do, unless I miss it, if I don't get the notification.
Yeah, I feel that because right now, my friend Cassie and I, the one that I told you about, we do Midwestern or Midnight Disney, and it's a joke right now that Elon hates us because whenever we tweet each other, we don't get the notification.
Oh, that's the worst.
And I've noticed when you tweeted me last night, it did not give me the notification either. So it's just like a habit of checking my notifications now because of that.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to hit my post and then go scroll down and be like, oh, I never even saw these.
But it's DMs. It's DMs. It's not even posts. It's DMs.
Oh, weird.
And that's what's weird. And we have our notification settings turned on because you would think that would be the issue. No.
I guess not.
I think sometimes she just like mutes me and doesn't tell me. It's okay though, Cassie. It's okay. Okay. So what do you think of Vrabel? I know you said you might want him, and just start with that one for now.
All right. So Mike Vrabel, I think he is definitely probably the top candidate to come for the Patriots as a head coach. I think because he has experience, playing with the Patriots, and just knowing the whole franchise and how they operate. I think that'll be, like what Mayo was supposed to do. I think they really are going to want him for sure. But we'll see how it plays out because I know he's obviously interviewing elsewhere. So let's just hope that he's going to get the job. And yeah.
And if you guys don't get Vrabel, who do you guys hope they get? Who do you guys hope the Patriots get?
I think we're hoping to get Ben Johnson as from the Lions.
Please do.
Lions have done amazing this season. He's also the offensive, coordinator. So I mean, even like if the Lions, are having people, like there's so many people injured on that team that they're still winning. It's crazy. Obviously that Dan Campbell is like amazing. And he keeps going
reason
for
why
it.
the Lions are in the playoffs too.
Yeah, he plays a big part, but I think definitely some offensive strategy is really what the Patriots really need. We're struggling big time. So, I mean, I would be very happy to get him as well if we don't get like.
So you're saying you don't want Robert Saleh from the Jets or from the Packers now?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, he's interviewing for head coaching positions with the Jaguars, I saw. So
yeah. So you never know, I guess.
Yeah. You guys don't want Mike McCarthy from the Cowboys? No.
Sorry, but no. And he's staying with the Cowboys. He can stay there.
Oh.
I haven't seen them let him go. So I mean, maybe unless something came up.
The Bears tried to interview him, and the Cowboys said no.
I don't know.
Right.
They're a little bit strange, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah. So do you follow any college football? I want to know.
No, I don't. But I think this upcoming season, I might with Bill Belichick going to UNC. I think I'll definitely pay attention to that. But I'm not I have not watched any college football, so I'm a little bit out there.
Right. Well, because I knew like your state, and that's what I was wondering. Because Boston College, it's Boston, Massachusetts, and I was just wondering about Jeff Hafley. But fine. Just make me a little bit upset. It's okay. No, I saw Bill Belichick might actually interview for the Raiders head coaching position, so that might be interesting.
Yeah, I
saw that today.
I would be surprised.
With Tom Brady being there, though, like, wouldn't be shocked at all. Okay, You mentioned on your Twitter, and this is where I said I kind of dug into your Twitter earlier or last night. You talked about free agency a little while ago. Who do you think your Patriots will get in free agency? Do you
I
think there's
think
any good opponents?
I
People?
think the biggest one that we're hoping to get, but I don't know. I think Bengals are going to want to keep him. T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins is a very big one that we would like to have. But I think everyone would want to have him.
I was gonna say.
But I know, oh my gosh, Joe Burrow made a big emphasis on we need him, like wake
Oh,
up, Bengals, so I think
oh,
he is really pushing for them to keep him. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end up keeping him and paying him.
okay.
But
It's
like I said, if the Patriots are lucky, hopefully we get to sign him.
it's interesting that you mentioned T. Higgins because right now the Packers do need a number one wide receiver due to Christian Watson getting
All
tearing
right,
his
we can
ACL.
fight.
We're gonna get him first. I'm joking. I
Let's
mean, we
fight.
got Josh Jacobs. Is that not enough from the Raiders? What was your opinions about that? Were you surprised by Josh Jacobs coming to the NFC?
I'm not really sure about that. I think, yeah, I mean, I know a little bit about the NFC, but I know more of the AFC a little bit.
Right. But were you surprised about him going out of the AFC from the Raiders?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, NFC is a little bit like, I mean, it's not like easier, but I mean, Tom
Right.
Brady went to the NFC.
Yeah,
So
true.
so I think sometimes, AFC just has so much, you
Mm-hmm.
see how all the columns were the last 10 years, they're like heavy on,
It's
the
crazy.
Chiefs are
Yeah, I
always
saw that. That's crazy.
insane. Sometimes it makes sense for you to flop to the NFC if you want to try to get that ring, you
And
know.
that's why Josh Jacobs basically said he went to the NFC with the Packers, and also Jordan Love was part of that as well. Were you surprised about Xavier McKinney going to the Packers, the safety from the Giants?
No, I'm not surprised. I think the
No.
Giants is a whole complete like wash. I
Okay.
mean, after they lost the quarterback
Right. Daniel
to
Jones. Yeah.
yeah, Daniel Jones, I think everything has been up in the air for the Giants. I think
Mhm.
it's just still like looking even just for everything. So I don't
Mhm.
think that the team at the moment, they're
Good
doing
point.
okay. They did,
I mean,
okay, but
yeah.
definitely a little bit better than the Patriots for sure.
I mean, I feel like if the Giants kept Saquon Barkley, it would be a different situation. Just
Yeah.
saying. That's
Oh,
from a
Barkley
Packers
is
fan.
insane on the Eagles.
That's from a Packers fan too. Just saying, because we play the Eagles this Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I'm kind of nervous about that game too.
I good luck.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
want to
mean
talk about what you did?
I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I definitely think the Eagles are a stronger team.
Mhm.
But
No,
if
yeah.
you guys win, that would be a big upset, so
I
yay.
mean, the Packers are injured too, though. I mean, we lost Christian Watson, like I mentioned. Evan Williams, the safety, is possibly coming back. Quay Walker, he's a linebacker. And it's just interesting how the Packers like injuries go because it sounds like Jordan Love is good to go from the Bears game, so that's good. He was okay to play, but LaFleur pulled him out because it was a close game.
Yeah.
And then Malik Willis. Speaking of Malik Willis, were you surprised that the Titans let him go to the Packers for a seventh round pick, knowing how bad the Titans are? Or would you
No.
have liked the Titans keeping Malik?
I mean, the Titans probably are just trying to honestly, they try to get the first round draft picks. So, they kind of already know they're in rebuild mode. So, sometimes,
Um,
so sometimes I think that they just want to, that they're okay with it. And they secured the number one draft pick. So, I mean,
oh, I
yeah,
didn't
we
know that.
failed.
I
We
didn't know
failed
they officially did
miserably.
it. I
We
didn't
should not
know.
have won that game. So.
I didn't know the Titans officially secured it. Good to know.
Yeah, they officially secured it. I think we're on the fourth draft pick. We were supposed to be 5, but somehow we went down to 4. So,
Oh no.
but I don't know. I
Yeah.
just saw that the Patriots announced that we're the fourth draft pick.
Oh,
Pick.
okay.
So,
Yeah. Um. So, do you want offensive lineman or a wide receiver in this year's draft round one, knowing that you have the fourth pick? Or are you expecting to go
I think we
quarterback?
want a wide receiver. I think the one that we're really looking for is Travis Hunter. He is probably the ultimate pick that we're going for. Obviously, I'm not trying to replace the quarterback. Uh, Drake May is pretty awesome, though.
Okay.
I forget his name. Oh my gosh, Milton. Milton surprised us when he went into the game,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I thought he did a really good.
So I'm gonna throw this to the Packers really quick. I do hope the Packers get an offensive lineman. That one, because we might lose Rashid Walker, our starting left tackle, in offseason, unfortunately. Because so the Packers are in a tight cushion right now with the offensive linemen. Like, we're great about rebuilding them, but the thing is, we have our center in free agency too this year. Josh Myers from Ohio State. He's in free agency this year. So it's like, what do we do with him? Do we keep him? Do we not keep him? It's confusing. It's just so confusing what we do with everyone. Or defensive lineman. I'm not saying wide receiver because the Packers usually don't get a wide receiver around one. It's been quite a bit. However, I do see the Packers getting a wide receiver in 2025 draft. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know. I think it might be round 2 because that's when we usually get the good ones. I mean, Donald Driver, no. Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Speaking of Devontae Adams,
Yeah, that one.
how were you feeling about that to the Jets?
I kind of rolled my eyes. I was not. I mean, that after Aaron Rodgers kept losing, I think it's crazy that he is like he got the head coach fired. Then all of a sudden he got Devontae Adams and just everything. It's like, dude, I mean, maybe at some point you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, like, hey, sometimes I'm partly to blame. I'm not saying that it was completely him because it's a team game. But sometimes he needs to take responsibility, and I don't think he knows what that is. And that's why I'm just kind of rolling my eyes, saying like, "Oh, come on, Rodgers." He's very, not. I don't. That's why a lot of people are not happy with him, and I think that
it makes sense.
Locker room is not happy with him at all. I think even I saw some stuff. I forget who it was, but I think even someone was like, "Oh, he better not come back." So. I can't remember the name. Sometimes I'm really bad with names, but
no, you're fine. Yikes.
So it seems like a very drama filled over there.
Yeah, I agree. From what I've seen, I mean, we appreciate the Jets, but do we?
Okay, the fan base is nice. I have some friends that are Jet fans, and I feel for them. Yay, and they understand losing, like me.
I mean, the Jets also lost their general manager.
Yeah. Well,
so it's like,
not
I mean, I'm sorry, Jets, but thank you for the picks. Like,
I know, right? Yay, thank you.
Like, thank you for the round 2 pick, I guess. I'm like, I don't see for me, I don't care. Personally, I wanted the 65% to get the first round pick, to get a second one. But I'm like, I don't care. We got good people in the draft. We got Javon Bullard, Adrian Cooper from Texas A&M. And I don't care after that. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, it's like, do I care? No. Like, I appreciate it. So this is question number 4 if you're following along. So how did you become a Patriots fan? I'm assuming I know why. I'm knowing what region you are from, but I'm just curious. Are you from that region?
Yeah, I'm from New Hampshire, but like on the New Hampshire Maine border. So I mean, not that matters. New England, and I've always just watched them. I think my mom was a big sports fan, so she always had it on, and I would watch. And I was always, when I was little, I was always really busy with sports. So I remember this. I will never forget. This is so silly and corny. But I was playing indoor soccer, and I remember a game being on, and I remember everyone talking about the Super Bowl, and I'm like, okay, cool. And that was around the time when the Patriots were going into the Super Bowl so much that I actually said, oh, is this the last game for the Patriots? Little me. But it was funny because everyone looked at me, and laughed because, I mean, I couldn't believe I said that. But, looking back, I'm like, oh, that sounds silly. But, I mean, I was just a kid. So, if you go to the Super Bowl so many times, you kind of see it as the last game for the Patriots.
Yeah.
But, so, yay.
It's like, I know exactly what I mean by that because it's like, I feel that with the Packers too, knowing that we've won 13 Super Bowls. Like, yes, they're not Super Bowls. Like 4 of them are considered Super Bowls, but like NFC Championship. That was
Yeah.
before the Super Bowl was even invented.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, it's crazy. And I'm hoping to win number 14 this year, just saying.
Yeah. Good
Because
luck.
things like, it's been 14 years since the last one, and usually every 14 years we win it. And it's been
Oh,
14 years since the last one.
no, so we'll see.
It was Brett Favre's first ever Super Bowl too, in New Orleans.
Oh,
It just
yay.
happens to be in New Orleans this year.
And I was just gonna say, one of my friends was like, "Are you gonna come to the Super Bowl?" It's like, well, one, that's wicked expensive, so no
Yeah,
way. But
exactly.
two, I've never been there.
I
It'd be
mean,
nice though.
I've been to New Orleans, but not the stadium. Like, for my fans know this, but I've never been to a game personally.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen stadiums, but I
Mhm.
haven't been in them too. Like, I
True.
haven't explored Lambeau. I haven't explored like. So for those, well, my fans know this, but I'm close to the Bucks, like an hour away, kind of ish. So I've never been to their stadium either.
Yeah.
Like,
Yay.
I've seen
I-
across the street, but not in it.
Yeah. I've driven past the Buccaneers studio too, because I went to U Tampa for college for like one semester, so
Okay,
so that was cool.
that's
But
amazing. And actually, so they also know this, but where I met Tom Grossi was across the street from the Tampa Bucks stadium.
oh no way! Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cool. You're
yeah.
like, hi.
So, and I'm like, hi, stadium. But I will have to say, I think your team was one of the nicest to let Tom actually in to the stadium for 30 and 30
Yes.
because they let him try on the rings, like the Super Bowl rings themselves.
Oh wow.
And so I looked up some stats. I hope you don't mind this. I know you won't. The Packers won the Patriots in January 26, 1997 for Brett Favre Super Bowl. New Orleans.
Yay.
It's been quite a bit.
It's been a little bit. But yeah, you guys do for it.
I mean, thank you, Google,
Right,
for
right.
helping me with that answer. So you've mentioned, did the Celtics win last night? I know you were hoping
Yes.
they would win. Okay.
Yeah, I was half
So-
asleep, but yes, they did.
So speaking of the Celtics, I'm gonna hate asking you this question because I'm from Wisconsin, so Milwaukee Bucks are my team by heart.
Oh no.
So, you know where I'm going with this one probably. Drew Holiday went to the Celtics. Were you
Yes.
surprised by that? Were you happy?
I think I was like surprised, but I mean, the Celtics have been making, really good decisions,
Yeah,
and
sadly.
so I think I was really excited because he was a very good defensive player as well as he had experience winning championships.
Mhm.
So I think that helped, with all the experience, helped us to, be more mentally prepared for things. Because I think, we were kind of getting together and trying to work more as a team around that time, I
Yeah.
think. And we've been doing really well.
I mean, we have Dame from, I forgot who, but in the trading period.
Yay.
It's like, I don't
know what the Celtics are doing at the moment. They've been having a little
See, I
roller
personally
coaster.
don't watch basketball. Like, I don't watch baseball. Like, I
Oh,
really
me
don't.
neither.
I don't watch basketball. Like, I watch football. Football's my main. Like, I'll start watching college football because of draft, combine and stuff, like scouting players, like
yeah,
from what
true.
I know of. Because
Mhm.
one of my friends is Draft Utopia, and we actually had him on yesterday, so shout out to him. He actually gave us his scouting report on how to scout players properly, like how scouts do it in the NFL. Like, so I'm gonna start doing that. I think. It's just like watching full games of college football, and it's tough, especially because college is about to end.
I know, I hate that. I hate when football season's over.
Mhm.
I mean, baseball's just so long. I went to a
Yeah.
game and my daughter fell asleep, almost fell asleep when
That's
watching it. She was so bored. I was like, So
Yeah.
I tried to make it fun. We got the ice cream and stuff at Fenway and
There
all
you
that.
go.
But once we did all that, it was like the fifth inning. We were like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah. It's crazy because both and football leagues are in playoffs. NFL's about to start playoffs. College started playoffs.
You know,
It's
crazy.
They're both gonna be done soon, sadly. And it's funny. So, Boston Red Sox, So where they spring train is like 10 minutes away from me. So it's kind of a lot here in Florida.
Yeah.
At least we're done with hurricane season. I do have to say that.
Yay. That
And
is scary.
we had like 4 this year, I think. 3? I don't know. It's kind of a lot. Okay. So you kind of touched on this with Devontae Adams, but how were you shocked when the Aaron Rodgers joined the Jets? What was your
Honestly, I mean, a little bit, because I mean, the AFC
right?
East is definitely a tough like competition a little bit. I mean, not crazy competition, but like like
Mhm.
we have Aaron Rodgers was popping in, but then we also had Josh Allen, and for a while
Right.
Tua was pretty dominant. The issue
Mhm.
with Tua though is he keeps getting concussions. And I
Mhm.
also noticed, because my ex was a Fins fan, so I heard everything about the
Oh,
Dolphins. Um,
got it.
he he was like, oh, why is Aaron Rodgers can leave. So, like he can leave the AFC
Okay.
East. So I
Okay.
laughed. I'm like, oh, because at the time we had like probably, I can't remember, Mac Jones or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so bad
Yeah.
at, but so I knew we were in rebuild mode. So I'm like,
Mhm.
whatever. But I
Okay.
wasn't surprised, just because I feel like he was almost trying to do a Tom Brady, which is, try to win a Super Bowl with another team, or to get
Yeah.
far with another team to show he can, because it's like, I feel like a lot of people are starting to, they stayed so long with the team that they were like,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, like even Peyton Manning left. He was, a
Right.
Colts, I'm pretty sure, for the longest time, and then went to the
Mhm.
Broncos. So it's just like, well, or I might have mixed those up. I can't remember.
No, you're
But,
fine.
yeah, so it's just crazy to see people that have been, at the team for the longest time, almost the whole career, and then all of a sudden going to another team just to see if they can do, well, without that team.
Right.
So it's kind of,
So
I noticed that play a big
yeah.
part. So I'm just like, honestly, not surprised.
Okay.
Um, but I
So
think
we
Josh
know.
Allen's really good. So I think he was, he put himself in a tricky,
Yeah.
tricky division if he was trying to win.
Yeah. Do you see Aaron Rodgers playing one more season with the Jets?
Uh,
Or
it's
no?
honestly a hit or miss. I feel like right now he's being a little bit of a drama king, and he's like trying to get people to just talk about him, so that
Mhm.
people on sound like, or on, to him at least in his head, that they're begging for him to keep playing. But I feel like he's not
Mhm.
going to be happy when he hears everyone just say, just retire.
I
But I mean,
mean,
Brady did that. But so many people told Brady
right.
to retire, and he ended
Um,
up winning, with the Bucks. So,
I just
sometimes it fuels
uh,
them to do better too.
I just don't know if it will due to Rodgers'
I know
injury.
he was very washed and injured and hurt himself and kind of just done.
I mean, Achilles,
Yeah,
ACL, collarbone, you
yeah,
name it. Pretty
just a
much,
couple injuries.
I mean, knee injury,
Yeah,
like
that's the worst. I feel
knee
like.
injury after knee injury, and then Achilles recently, and it's like, I don't know. A lot
Yeah,
of Packer fans thinks he's done.
yeah. I
A
guess
lot of
we'll have to see what
yeah,
happens.
it's like that'd be a huge free agency move. But here's the thing: I don't know if any team would want him because that contract, that
Yeah.
Jets contract is big.
Um,
It's huge. Um, it's just I'm gonna see what happens. It's just to see what happens kind of game with that. It's like I don't care what happens, personally,
yeah, I
but
don't care either. I mean,
exactly, it's like
I think the Jets are ready to move on
mhm,
from. I don't even think the fan base really likes Aaron Rodgers.
no,
Because
and
I
that's
have
the
a couple
thing.
of friends,
Okay,
I'm sure you've noticed some friends of mine that are like Jets fans, and they're just like, oh, you know,
mhm. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like a lot of my Packer friends that I talked to recently,
I'm sorry, my
you're fine.
dog.
They think Aaron Rodgers will sign a one-day contract with the Packers and retire. I heard that too. Because Mark Murphy, the president of the Packers, said they're going to retire number 12 for the Packers, which is in time. It's time to.
Oh,
It's
that's
time to.
yeah, I could see that. That's good, a little respect thing, I guess.
I mean, it's time to retire. I personally think due to the injury, like we said, it's injury. He's injured. He's injury prone. Like Tua.
Yeah,
It's scary. But I like how you said, like, when a team switches to different or player switches to a different team, they try to work better, because we saw that with Jordy Nelson, Charles Woodson back in the day. Brett
Yeah.
Favre, for instance. I know people don't like mentioning his name, but Brett Favre is one of them.
Yeah.
He went from the Falcons to the Packers. I mean, it's crazy. Speaking of Mark Murphy, he's about to retire in July.
Oh,
What are
wow.
your thoughts about him? It's an age thing, because for those that do not know, and I'm always saying this because I know we have fans that do not watch the NFL league, that they're from like Canada and stuff.
Oh.
So I kind of have to explain this. So the Packers are the only fan-owned team technically.
Mhm.
So Mark Murphy is required to retire at the age of 70, apparently.
Oh, wow.
And his last big thing is the draft in 2025. That's his last biggest thing.
Oh, that's
He won't
exciting.
even be here for free agency. And it's
Oh.
exciting because draft is at Lambeau too.
Oh.
So, and I'm not going to use yet. I'll do it soon eventually. But yeah, it's crazy how this year has flown. But we do have a backup owner, president, you could say. And he is the brother of the former 49ers owner. Too.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Mhm. But the thing about Mark Murphy is he played with the Packers too. So that's interesting. Pretty much every president played with the Packers besides this current one, besides the new one, basically.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
So wait. Okay. So this is from my Justin. Favorite Celtics player of all time and Bucks player. Wait, never mind. Favorite Celtics player of all time and Bucks player, not naming Tom Brady and Gronk.
Okay. So my favorite Celtics player probably was my childhood. I loved watching Paul Pierce. He was all over. It was so weird when he ended up leaving the Celtics. I was like, oh my gosh. I was shocked. It was kind of sad. But I'm glad that we retired 34 for him. So that was kind of, that was sweet that we did that. But yeah, no, he was like the one, like when I was little and I played basketball in like 8th grade, we went on a trip to go to TD Garden, and my basketball team went, and we got little bobbleheads, which is kind of cool. We got to see Paul Pierce and stuff, so it was kind of cool. It was a cool experience. So I always love, seeing how awesome he is, and it's kind of cool that he still is, puts himself, and is around the Celtics team still to, give them guidance and support. He's like definitely a Celtics person for life.
Yeah. I love how
really nice.
I love, really quick before you go into the Patriots, I love how former players do that. Like I know Leroy Butler is one for the Packers. He stays with the Packers. It doesn't matter.
No.
Same with Donald Driver. That's another one. He stays like in Wisconsin pretty much. And giving back to where the Packers drafted him, because he was a 7th round draft pick. No one expected him to do well.
Oh,
Look
wow.
what happened.
Yeah. Yay. That's the best. It's the surprises.
So who's your favorite Patriots player, not naming Tom Brady and Gronk?
So Patriots player?
Yeah, not naming Gronkowski or Brady.
My favorite Patriots player? I wonder what my dog is. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. I think it's wicked windy out though, so he's like,
yeah, you said that.
My favorite Patriots player. I'm not entirely. I mean, I really love. I guess Edelman. Edelman probably is. He was awesome. He made that. He's the squirrel, and he made that amazing catch that everyone is constantly talking about. That was like a crazy. Yeah, it was like inches from somehow he caught it.
Okay.
So it was like crazy how awesome he was, and it's. He's definitely a forever New England guy too. Not saying, I love Brady and I love Gronk, and I will support them. I will never have ill intentions. I mean, yeah, it was kind of sad that they went to the Bucks, but I wasn't salty about it. If anything, I kind of became a Bucks fan for a little while. and I just wanted them to do the best. And so when they won the Super Bowl, I was like, whoa, I was happy for them, and I was like celebrating.
Exactly.
But I definitely think Edelman probably would be my next favorite.
Okay.
Edelman just was really good, and he's definitely a little bit more loyal than Brady and Karonk when it came to going to a different team. I think they wanted him to play for the Bucks, but he wouldn't, even though he
that makes sense. Because
so.
I feel like when you mentioned that catch, I would say the closest catch like that would be Romeo Dobbs against the Seahawks. It was so close. He even said himself he can't believe he caught that.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, it's wild when people make really good catches or do crazy, like even just the other day, and I forget the Bengals player that made that insane catch with the tiptoes. I can't think. Chase something, Jamar Chase, I think.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I think it was him that made like an insane catch the other day, and I'm just like, whoa.
I'll have to catch that one. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was just
because
like,
I saw stats recently, and they're saying right now the hardest catch is like Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft against the Texans. It was week 7.
Yeah, I'll have to go and take a look. I don't
I'll
remember.
send it to you. It's crazy. It's crazy, like how hard that catch was. It was between 2 defenders, like really close to being intercepted.
Yeah, wow.
Super, super close. And another thing I'm going to say right now is a lot of Packer players, and I know you're not a Packer fan, but you know a lot of Packer fans, including me. The Lambeau leap is a lot harder. It was a lot taller than people expect. It's a lot taller.
Wow.
And that's the thing that the Leroy Butler is famous for, is the leap, Lambeau leap. At that end zone.
That is cool. Yay.
Yes, yay. So this is a question that we used to ask, but we're kind of bringing it back to you. So if you can go back to any Celtics games that would not be winning a championship, what would it be? Like, I don't know.
Honestly, all the games. Like me and my daughter, we went to 3 one season, not this season, not the season or last season, but the season before. And just the atmosphere in general, just if going into TD Gardens, just so much fun. Everyone's pretty, I've never seen anyone be, like negative, I mean, it's kind of quiet when we lose, when we leave. But so that's kind of like, But we had so much fun. Her and I, like she got onto the Jumbotron, and just in general, just all the games, just full of energy. Obviously, seeing them win is amazing. But I think just any game, you just have to be there, to see. All the games are just really, a lot of fun. And like she definitely loves basketball more than baseball. Baseball was terrible.
So what would you say your favorite Patriots moment would be without the 6 Super Bowls that you guys won?
I think definitely when we won the AFC championships, all those were, like awesome. Because I mean, it was a big celebration and everything. Like we knew we had to one more, we had to finish it. But it was really exciting seeing us, fight all the people. And I remember when Brady I think he had to play against both Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, or maybe I think it was the 2 that he had to play against to get to the Super Bowl. And like, if people were saying, if he can do it, like he's just a big goat, and stuff, just because, it wasn't easy, sometimes getting, and winning the AFC championship. But, it was always, Brady and Mahomes, at the end, so it was, definitely some not bad blood, but definitely competition with the Chiefs.
The Chiefs and the Bucks. The Chiefs and the Bucks, or Chiefs and the Packers, or Bucks and the Packers, like those championship games. And yes, Bucks, you know which one I'm talking about, the Brady versus Rodgers.
Yeah, I think Brady's always going to be better. He's the one who can.
I know.
If I have a minute left on the clock, I will always be like, Brady got it. Because he's the
Yeah.
most calmest, chillest person. He's
Mhm.
also really smart.
Mhm.
And I think he honestly would be, I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to have coach at some point. That'd be
Okay.
kind of cool. I mean, I feel like
Oh.
he's always pushing to give, help the rookies out too. I've
Mhm.
noticed like he invited, like people over for a big breakfast just to get them, try to help them, get into the NFL thing. I think he does that. And I think that's really sweet of him to reach out and, make sure people know, like, someone who is a great is like being super
Mhm.
supportive, behind the scenes, like he's not, he
Right.
just seems like he has a good heart. I mean, obviously I don't know him,
Yeah.
but I
Right.
wish. But I
Right.
think he does a lot, and it's just, it's good to see that.
Mhm. I love that you said that because Packers fans have noticed the same thing with Xavier McKinney. He's a safety that we got in free agency. For those that do not know, he kind of does the same thing with rookie safeties,
Mhm.
which is incredible. Invites them to dinner, invites them to
Oh,
his house sometimes, and show the rookies the ropes, like
yeah, that is
how
so
to play
nice.
an NFL professional, and it's so incredible. Sorry, I'm looking at my mic, and I have the light blue. You can't see, but
No.
it's blue because Patriots.
Oh, that's cool.
I would
Yay.
usually do green, but I kind of got banned from using green for a while because that was my bet versus a Bears fan.
Yay.
The nine
Well,
day
it's not
bet.
your Red Sox, by the way.
Well,
Yay.
like I said, I don't.
Yay.
There you go. See,
Yay.
the Red Sox spring train like 10 minutes away from me,
Yeah,
and
that's so
like
cool.
I'm from Wisconsin. I'm a Brewers fan. But I'm like, I don't have any Brewers merch yet. Actually,
Oh, you got to.
I have to, but it's like my aunt is she's a Patriots fan too.
Oh,
And
yay.
so
She makes good decisions. We love her.
no, but
I'm just kidding.
so when I was little, like 8 years old or something, I went to Disney for the first time.
Oh,
And
that's
I
so
wore a
cool.
Boston Red Sox shirt. And so basically I went to Disney like 4 years ago, I think. And I had to like recreate the picture in today's time. So that's
Oh,
like
that's so
why I have
sweet.
this Boston Red Sox
Oh,
picture.
I love that. Oh.
I'll try to find the picture and send it to you. It's cute. But I kind of like recreated it with like the same pants kind of. And like not the same shoes, but kind of.
Oh,
And
that's
it's so cute.
oh.
I'll have to send that picture if I can find it to
Yes,
you.
I can't wait.
I will. I have a lot of pictures apparently that I need to send you. And now
Yay.
there's so many. And I love how you said like when you lose a game, like I know it's basketball, but it's still the same concept. When you lose a game, it's so sad. Like
Oh, what depressed. It was so quiet, like a pin could have dropped, and then all the people
right.
that were from the other team were like, "Yeah!" And I'm like,
Exactly.
"Okay.
I mean,
You guys can shush now."
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Right. No, yeah, I feel that
It's like,
because so when the Packers lost against the Vikings, I went at a Packer bar that night. There was about one Viking fan.
oh no.
No, but we were all smiling after. There's like pictures of us like hugging,
No. I
and
love
like
that.
it
Yeah, I have
was
no
just
hate. No hate towards
no
people.
hate. Yeah, like I don't care. Like yes, I'm upset, obviously, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like the Vikings needed that win mostly versus the Packers. And I
Yes.
felt like that against the Bears against Week 18. So I was at a bar that game too. No one was upset. Like we all were
Yeah.
inside, but not on the outside. We didn't cry. We didn't like. We
Mhm.
were just like sad. We didn't show any emotion. We were like having normal conversations as if it wasn't a game. Like
I know, right? Yeah, like, "Yay."
everything will go on in the ends. Like it will not matter. So I'm gonna ask you a question about your divisional really quick.
Okay.
And I didn't put this in the comment. I didn't put this in notes.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Barry and Joe Barry. Yeah, Joe Barry is the Dolphins defensive linebackers coach. What was your thoughts that he joined the Dolphins? Are you happy with the defense that he's doing?
I mean, the Dolphins have been they lost to the Jets. That's all I'm gonna say. They haven't
And
been. I think when is it Mike McDaniel that's the Dolphins
Mhm.
coach? like I said, there's so many
Yeah.
McDaniels in this
Yeah, exactly.
league that
Mike
it's just like,
McDaniel.
oof,
Yep.
don't know which one. But
Ex
him, like I think the first year that he coached, everyone was like, "Whoa!" Especially because I think his story is like he was a ball boy at one point and then like worked his way up in the NFL thing. So I
Mhm,
mean, that's kind of cool and everything.
mhm.
But at the same time, I just think that he lost, credibility this season completely. Like, I think even Dolphins fans I was seeing people say, like, what is wrong with the coach? Is the coach okay? Like, he seems like
Oh,
he's like almost like he was like, doing drugs or something. I think a lot of people were concerned about what was happening with his like mindset and stuff and with
okay.
the but like I said, people like to gossip, so I don't know how true that is, and I mean, he's looks
Right,
like a genuine guy, and I
mhm,
always hope for the best for everyone. If everyone could win, that would be
right.
great, but obviously that's not the case.
Yeah, I
But,
mean, you could say some of that is because of the defensive
yeah,
coordinator because it changed. It was Vic Fangio, he's on the Eagles. Look how well the Eagles are doing.
yeah.
You could say some of that's on defense.
Oh, yeah,
It's
for sure.
actually funny because the Packers got the, Dolphins linebacker, and we traded ours for Joe Barry.
Yay.
So it's like we traded linebacker coaches. So final question, really quick. Nope, never mind. Take that back. I told you about this in the pre-recording.
Yeah.
Twisted tea. I saw on your Twitter or /X that you liked twisted teas. I'm just curious what got you to like it. I know you mentioned fruity. I didn't know if it was like anything else.
So when I used to drink with friends, they always like the crazy, like hard, like seltzers and like all crazy alcohol and like Captain Morgan and stuff. And here I am, I don't even want to taste the alcohol.
Oh,
I'm someone who I'm very picky. So I like if something
okay.
smells like too strong, I
Yeah,
can't drink it. I will like mentally not be able to.
yeah.
And I think for the longest time when I went to, out with my friends, I would
Mhm.
always order just a Sex on the Beach. That was my
Okay,
favorite drink, or Bahama Mama. So it's actually pretty good.
okay.
Like anything that you can barely taste the alcohol. But,
Mhm.
I mean, those are expensive, and even buying the alcohol for that can be expensive. So I was like, me. I think one time I tried a twisted tea and I was like, you know what? Let me make my own fruity concoction. So I think I was like at a Cumberland Farms or something in my area, and they have the slushy stuff. So I got a peach a peach twisted tea, and they had a peach slushy. So I'm like, and so I dumped half
Smart.
the beer and did the slushy, so I made myself a
Oh,
drink, and it was really good. Barely could taste it, and, like, it was, a delicious treat at the end, so I was happy with that, but, after a while, I think I ended up just drinking out of the can and got used to the taste, so I'm just like,
right.
"It's not that bad." But that's the
Yeah.
only beer I will have. I can't have any other beers
Okay.
because I just think some of them smell really not
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah, and I feel like I told you, I have, like, twisted tea in my fridge,
Yes.
and it's like a fruity smell. It's like,
It's
I
not too
don't know,
bad smelling at all. It's good.
it's not that bad, and sometimes this is gonna sound awkward, I know, I don't care. So, when I was in college I was virtual for college, right? I had vanilla vodka, like, with ice, and instead of soda, I put, like, a neutral, like, in it, like, a flavored neutral, like lemonade
Oh,
flavors too
yeah.
with it,
Yeah. Oh, that's
and
good.
it's like frozen lemonade.
Sorry.
You're fine. It's like I did like frozen strawberries and cream because there was a strawberry lemonade one. So I did that with vanilla. It was so
Oh,
good.
yeah, I bet that is good.
I swear to God, I think that's a Wisconsin thing, but I tried it and it's like, I don't know. Like I won't go back to that
Yeah,
because it was kind of dangerous.
yeah, that's
Um,
just dangerous. I used to do, vodka and Gatorade. S Smirnoff and
okay, okay,
Gatorade.
okay,
That was a
okay.
weird combo
Same
too.
idea, but different. No, but now I do vanilla vodka sometimes and like cream soda to make it like a butterscotch or like butterbeer from Harry Potter kind of flavor.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that. That's
Or I do pear vodka with
oh,
like black cherry. No, like a cherry cola. It's
no,
so good.
I bet that
It's
yeah, I
like
bet that would taste good.
it's not overpowering with the with the pear. It's more cherry cola than anything. So it's simpler. Um, do you have any questions for me before I end off the questions
Um
about the podcast or anything?
No, I think you did a really good job. I feel really welcomed. Like, it definitely, I mean, I
Yeah.
was a little nervous, not gonna
I know.
lie, but like you made it very easy and fluid, and I didn't
Oh,
feel
I
nervous at
appreciate
all. I mean, I bet I could talk to you for hours on end.
it.
So it's nice that you make people feel super comfortable, and
Would
you
okay.
definitely did a really good job with the outline and everything, and I
Yeah,
think that you're an awesome podcast. So,
I
yeah,
appreciate
and you
that.
gave me the choice to be,
I
either
did.
live or not, so
Mhm.
I
I did.
I'm so
And like I
excited
told
about it.
you,
That was very sweet.
yeah. So like I told you, I don't think the audience knows this. I was on my first ever podcast was a live stream. And so from that, I just give the people options because I was nervous. And that's the first one.
Yeah, I would be
Actually,
too.
my first two podcasts were live streams. I started
Uh,
pre-recording with my own podcast back in October of last year. No, 2 years ago
yeah.
was my first ever podcast. It was virtual. It was with my friend Emily. You guys know her well. No, this is the old logo. So my friend Emily made me a logo. And so I just use that logo for everything, kind of
Uh-huh.
in the corner for like copyright. So that's how I know it's my video because I put a little logo in the corner. So I know it's like mine. And I know like and most of the time, like if it's like my friends, I give them permission to play the video, like on live streams and stuff, and they appreciate it. But yeah. So this is a bonus question, and I only wrote my name because my friend Peter, he's a Bears fan. He's the one that I recorded with yesterday. Technically, he tried to steal this one for me, so I have to put my name in parentheses so he doesn't steal these now. So that's why I do that. Do you want to show your dog on the podcast?
Oh, Maya, do you wanna come in and say your little face? She said no.
I mean,
Okay.
I can talk.
Oh,
Hi.
hi. um so like I told you, you know about Tom Grossi now.
Oh, yeah.
So what would your message be to him if he watched this episode?
I think I would love to tell him that he's awesome for what he's doing with all the charities and donations that he's done, and
Mhm.
like a lot of people need to become, need to do something like him, and keep, use the platform for good, because I think that's amazing.
Mhm. And I will
And I
tell
think,
you,
yeah,
sorry,
I think
go
that
ahead.
he's doing really awesome, and congrats on being NFL Player of the Year. And
NFL
like
Fan of
that's
the
a big
Year in
feat to have.
2023.
And I'll definitely have to
Mhm.
check out his podcast as well
Yes.
properly.
So he does YouTube and audio. So it's either or.
Yeah.
He live streams all the games. He's going to do all playoff games. I think I
Wow.
could say this now.
Oh, that's so
Um, and he officially, so in July, I had him on the podcast, so I kind of know this. He raised over $1 million for charity,
Oh,
and that's
wow.
over it now because of the December charity. I think he raised over $100,000.
Oh, wow. That's
It's
crazy.
crazy how much his community does.
Yeah.
Um, and he already gave up the chance to buy a house, the
Oh,
first 30 and 30. So, and that's when he went on the Pat McAfee show.
oh,
Rich
wow.
Eisen. Yeah, I can send you these links. He went on Rich Eisen. He went on Pat McAfee. Huge, huge shows.
Yeah, those are, yeah, I follow Pat
Mhm.
McAfee on Twitter.
Okay.
I mean X, whatever it's called.
Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah. But it's like, you never know, like, who you're talking to. It's like, so
Yeah.
when I interviewed Tom, like, obviously met Tom in person. So in Tampa in 30 and 30, which 30 and 30 for my fans that do not know, because I don't think I didn't post a video on here. So on my personal page, which is Life of Mary podcast, I posted a behind the scenes of meeting Tom, basically, like pictures and
Oh,
stuff
that's
that I
so
didn't
cool.
post on Twitter.
Yeah.
I can send you the link too if you want. But it's like he's as nice as he is in his videos in person and like live.
That's awesome. That's always good to hear.
I mean, because I got a chance because we interviewed him for a half hour, I would say, like 45 minutes, half hour ish. And I got time to speak to him off live, like
wow.
as if it's a phone call. And it's amazing, like what he does. So Tom, if you're watching this, thank you so much for the opportunity. We would love to have you back on. Okay. So what is your final thoughts? I know you kind of said it, but I didn't know if you had anything else.
I think, like I said, this podcast is really cool, and I'm glad I was able to be a part of it. And I'm definitely gonna try my best to tune in as much as possible. But like being a mom, I'll have my daughter try to tune in too.
Okay.
Yay! But being a mom, sometimes it's hard to always, watch all these podcasts. But now with the off season, pretty much for me,
Right.
I'll have
Yeah.
plenty of time now. But
I would
watching
appreciate
videos,
that.
talking to my friends, posting on X,
Yeah.
taking care of my wonderful daughter, my 12-year-old daughter, and taking care of my dog, and
Aw.
and family.
Cute abomination.
Oh my God, stop!
And now we can tell your followers about the podcast because it's been fun to do about this for a while.
They can see that I'm real.
Yes, you are a real person.
Yeah, I'm real.
You're real.
I'm alive.
You are alive. You're real. But now we can
I've had a
talk about
couple
it
of random
officially.
people, but I'm pretty sure they were fake anyways. But they'll be like, "Are you
Oh,
real?"
right.
Or they're trying to be weird or sneaky and be like, "Oh, I need a picture of you." Like, look at my timeline. Look at my Twitter. I'm not sending personal pictures, buddy.
Yeah, it's like you
So
send like
bizarre.
football or food. You send a lot of food pictures too, and that
Oh,
would
yeah.
look good.
Yay.
I think it's funny because when you posted the food pictures, I was like at Culver's one time, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I feel like hopefully.
And so the local bar that I go to has Wisconsin cheese curds, and it's so good.
Yeah.
No hints, but I might be recording there soon. I mean,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't say that.
exciting.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Yeah, no, that's exciting for you. Just living life.
I mean, that's probably our main goal is to do a live show from there.
Yeah, that would be really awesome.
The only issue is copyright because, like I told you, copyright almost got us for day 3 of 2024 draft, which was 7 hours of footage that we had to delete. It was a pain, but it was fun.
Yay!
And I'm excited that I won't be doing it in 2025. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Now. Because I did day one. So the thing about day one is it's in 2 parts. I know the person that so that was Podcast Boys, like I told you before, behind the scenes. The owner left the stream, so I had to set up part 2 of that one. So that's why it was in 2 parts. And then I did all of day 2, which was 2 rounds. And then I did all of day 3, which I let for most of day 3 because I went shopping or something. So I'm like,
oh yay! Shopping is
but I was in chat on my own live stream, and the thing is, I couldn't like put myself up because I didn't have myself the link stupidly. Okay. So thank you so much for coming on the show. If you want to come on again, just let me know. Where to reach me.
Thank you so much for having me. Yay.
No. You're not going anywhere yet. So where can people find you?
So my Twitter account, it's Karina_fit92. So that's my Twitter. I think Instagram is the exact same. I don't really post too much on it though.
Okay.
But I think it's mainly Twitter, and that's about it. I don't stream or anything because sometimes I game, and I thought about streaming, but I don't know.
You should.
Maybe we'll see. Maybe that'll be in 2025 thing to do. Cool. So we'll see.
You guys heard it. And if you decide to stream it, let me know, and I'll be sure.
I will.
For your channel. Oh no, what do I have coming out? Oh no, shoot. I don't know. There's a lot that's coming out is the thing. So yesterday, this was on my to-do list actually, so I kind of did it. Not really. I finally put together the Vikings and Bears footage from the bars and stuff.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
I finally posted that yesterday, which was fun. And there's a secret Cupid Shuffle video that I have on my phone. However, I didn't post it because of copyright. So I might not do it. I might. I just don't know if it probably won't get me copyrighted actually now that I think about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. If it gets copyrighted, I'll take it down. It's okay. Because right now, like before the TikTok ban, possibly I've been saving all my TikToks and posting them as like shorts on YouTube, privated. So a lot of them
I don't know what's happening with TikTok. I don't have TikTok though.
Like I have it, but it's like most of the videos I post are from the bars anyways. So it's whatever's basically in the bar footage I post on YouTube. Like, so this week I'm not going to the bar, actually. I'm going to one of our neighbors' houses.
Oh, so fun.
So I appreciate them for inviting us over to watch the game, to watch the Packers game.
Good luck to your game
thank
too.
you. We appreciate it. So I think I can announce this, but my co-host from Midwestern Chaos decided that we're going to stream possibly next week's Saturday game.
Oh,
as of
that's
right now.
exciting. Wow,
It'll be
yay.
a full game.
Oh, that'll be
The
so
only
much
reason
fun.
why, well, the main reason is a Tom Grossi raid. Because so I don't think you know about this. So during halftime, he usually chooses smaller creators to send his subscribers to send love. And I think we have a good chance, knowing that he's been on the show too. That might help us a lot. And please, guys, please check out Karina. You will love her.
Hopefully.
No, what's that? No, you guys will love her. She does amazing work. And you guys can obviously find me on the Mac and Cheese podcast. Oh, I can especially say this. Cassie and I will be recording a Week 18 recap and playoffs because my friend Cassie, the co-host of Mac and Cheese, as you guys know, actually went to the Bears and Packers game. Sadly. I mean, it's enjoyable, but she's going to tell her experience about the game.
That seems so fun.
And we're going to discuss playoffs because we officially
in
Pro Bowl because there's that. Why not? Do you have anything to promote? Probably not. I'm assuming you don't have anything to promote, like any tweets or anything.
No. Just I'm me, so definitely hit a follow for sure.
I didn't know if you like schedule tweets out or whatever.
No, I should though. I've thought about that because it's on the computer. I didn't realize if you're on your computer, you can go and post ahead of time.
Yeah.
So no, I've not done it. Normally, I save it in draft sometimes. My sometimes some stuff, and then I'll post it. But most of the time, it's just in the moment.
I feel like most of us like schedule or like post like stuff on the moments.
Yeah.
So, oh shoot, what do I have to promote? I don't think I have anything. Oh, I don't have anything to promote. Like I said, please watch the bar footage from that I posted yesterday because I don't think anyone saw that actually. And I'm just gonna promote two of my friends really quick. You guys know them, Rob and Jordan from Sans Gouda. They are amazing. You know them. That's Rob that actually does that account. And I know this because he told me. I asked about it already. Because I was joking with Jordan about gorillas on their post, and I was confirming it wasn't Jordan. Because Jordan doesn't know about the gorillas. So sorry, Jordan, if you're watching this. And Rob told you about the gorillas. I'm so sorry. But spoiler alert, it will be changing soon. There's still going to be gorillas. There's going to be another animal. It might be cows. It might be cows. That's all I'm going to say. You know this, obviously. You're actually the first one I sent that picture to. Actually.
Yay. Oh, that's awesome.
Also, please check out my friend Isaac from Fun Football Podcast, as I just mentioned to him last week, Friday. It's been almost a year that him and I have collaborated.
Oh, that's so cool.
So
that's awesome. I love when people make friends.
He was my second ever podcast that I've been on, second ever one. So I'm hoping to come back on there. So Isaac, if you're listening, please invite me. And I'm just gonna thank you. I'm just gonna give did you watch the Saints game? Saints versus Packers that Monday night? No,
I did not. Oh wait, no, I might have actually. All the games came together. I think I watched a little bit of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
So with Jason Kelsey was there at Lambeau, as you guys know.
Yay.
Stray cheese, the cheese company Stray Cheese, that red wax that Jason was eating, technically.
Oh yeah.
So they're actually neighbors of mine down the street.
That's so weird.
Well, they only knew it was their cheese by that wax seal. Is how they knew it. And they're amazing. And I can tell you guys this: their cheese is delicious because they let me try it. It's so good.
Definitely good to hear from a cheesehead.
And they're in De Pere, Wisconsin. So if you guys want to, please check them out. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
I love it. I'm not
Yeah.
going to do the outro because I don't feel like it. Boop, boop, boop.